So basically, right, the developers have actually seen one of my videos, and it's a change the developers have made. I didn't think they would change. So the video in question is about the Robux prices for the Battle Pass for each level. I said that if you buy each level individually, it's actually cheaper than if you skipped all of the levels in the Battle Pass. Now, I made that video in expectations that if the developers were to see that video, they would actually decrease the prices for each skip all level rather than increasing the prices of each skip level developer product. However, I was mistaken. So what the developers have done is that they've actually increased the skip prices rather than decreasing the skip all prices. So for example, previously at level 1, maybe it would have costed 3,300 Robux to skip all of the levels individually rather than buying the skip all button, which was about 5,030 Robux. However, what the developers have done is they've actually increased the prices of all of the skip levels, so it's approximately similar to skip all the levels individually comparing to skipping them all through this button. I know there's a lot of skipping and skip alls and whatever to explain all of this, but I'll just show you what the developers have done. So previously, if you were to skip each individual level, it was cheaper than skipping them all by about 1,390 Robux. And as stated here, it's an error from the Ducky Revenge event, which was carried over into this pass. The most likely cause, when the pass costs were made, the developers copied one of the unused sets of developer products made for the Operation Ice Battle Pass, which shared identical costs. The incorrect prices were in both the passes. So the changes made at each level include the level 7 cost increasing from 44 Robux to 84 Robux. Now you can see this here, there's a jump from 42 Robux to 84 Robux and 46 Robux decrease after level 7. Now I assume this level 7 price increase is to gather the level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 and level 6 price decreases in their Robux in comparison to maybe the Operation Ice Battle Pass. Actually, no, I was wrong. What the developers have done is they've actually increased the prices to be very similar to that of the Operation Ice Battle Pass. As you can see here, level 7 is 84 Robux, whereas if you go back here and check out the level 7 Battle Pass for Surf and Turf, it's exactly the same, 84 Robux, whereas the other prices actually remain the same to Operation Ice. The level 10 cost has increased, the individual cost has increased from 150 to 210, 160 to 235 for level 15, level 18 has increased from 66 to 116. Now, in the context of the Battle Pass rewards on Surf and Turf, this makes no sense. 116 Robux just to get 2 multi-monsters on the premium track and 4 spin tickets on the regular track really doesn't make any sense. Although, to be fair, that being said, this is exactly the same rewards on the Operation Ice Battle Pass, and this makes no sense either. This kinda only makes sense in the context of the Headscape event Battle Pass, where at level 18 you actually got a skin. And now, for this Battle Pass, on the regular side of things, normally there would be an increase in Robux price if there was a skin involved. So for example, the Wasteland Militant at level 23, 176 Robux, whereas either side for the regular side of things, even though there was a skin on the Premium Battle Pass, it didn't increase in price, it's still 78 Robux. These changes were carried over into the Operation Ice Battle Pass, which is why this level, level 18, has 116 Robux despite the rewards not being too great, and it is now changed to today, where at level 18 there's an increase in Robux price. Now originally, before this change, it was only the levels which had skins, including on the premium side of things and the regular side of things, which had an increase in Robux price. So that'll be level 5, that'll be level 10, that'll be level 15, that'll be level 20. Etc, etc. Level 20, its prices increased from 170 Robux to 270 Robux. Level 23 from 76 to 126. Level 24, 78 to 128. Level 5, 180 to 305. Level 27, 84 to 86. But this is actually an incorrect price. So if you were to individually skip each level from level 27 onwards, well, actually, it would be the same, cancelling everything out because there's a later change further on. But if you were to skip all from this level, it's actually 2 Robux cheaper slightly than skipping from level 27 until the problem level. You can see this on the Operation Ice Battle Pass. This costs 84 Robux, whereas the new price for level 27 here is now 86 Robux, 2 Robux more expensive than previously. Now it's 2 Robux, so what, that's we're looking at like 2 cents or 2p in the United Kingdom, so really not that much of a big deal. Next, on level 28, it's 86 to 136 Robux increase. Level 30 is 190 to 340. Level 33 is 96 to 146. Level 34, 98 to 158. Level 35 is 200 to 420. Level 39 is 108 to 166. Now, actually, the individual skip cost here is slightly too cheaper, as Menton points out here. It's actually only by 2 Robux, which actually cancels out the increase at level 27. Now, because this is towards the ends, we can actually calculate the individual skip prices here. So 166 plus 460 is actually 626. And if you were to buy the skip all product at level 39, this would actually be 628. So you can see from level 39, if you were to buy each individual skip level product compared to the skip all product at level 39, you would be saving yourself 2 Robux. Now, I doubt anyone would go through the hassle to save themselves 2 Robux, especially towards the ends of the event, but yeah, fair enough. And finally, at level 40, the cost has increased from 210 Robux to 460 Robux, thereby fixing, for the most part, the ridiculous circumstance where skipping each individual level is cheaper and was cheaper than skipping the entire battle pass. So as you can see here, 460 Robux to skip level 40 and 460 Robux to skip all of the levels from level 40, which is just level 40. Now, I would like to point out, this is probably slightly my fault given the fact that I was the person to most give light to this issue, but I didn't anticipate the developers fixing this by making the individual skip costs more expensive. I just anticipated that the developers might reduce the skip all prices for each individual level compared to that. But no, I was wrong. I thought the developers were too benevolent, and they've done the exact opposite of what they've done. So yeah, sorry guys for making your individual skip levels more expensive. Although that being said, I don't think anyone other than people in the know actually would have used this. I guess it's not really a glitch, but this incorrect prices to actually benefit them. And actually, it's only people who probably watched me who actually benefited from the lower Robux price by about 1,390 Robux. However, that being said, I don't think the developers have actually fixed the level 22 glitch, where if you get to level 21, you automatically also get level 22, and you just need to get double the beach ball prices to get level 23. So that being said, if you were to buy each individual level up to level 21, you would save yourself the amount of Robux that it would be to skip level 22. So in that case, you would be saving yourself 74 Robux. So it's still slightly beneficial to skip each individual level up until level 22, whereas after that, yeah, you might as well buy each individual level. You might as well just skip all of the levels after that, because the prices would be the same. 3,193 Robux is the same price as level 23's skip all levels individually. Now, these aren't the only changes, the shadow update changes that the developers have made. They've also made some bug fixes. So previously, the Easter Gatling gun wasn't actually properly attached to the base. Apparently, it was slightly above it. Now, I don't have any footage of the previous glitch because the bug report that was reported onto the spreadsheet, it has the videos as locked, so I can't really show off how the Easter Gatling guns thing was off-centered. What I can show off is the fact that some of the stickers, they now actually have correct audio sounds. Now, I do believe that this is a Roblox issue, like Roblox not granting permission for Tower Defense Simulator to use these audios, but they have now been fixed. A thing that I spoke about in the Battle Pass reviews was that some stickers didn't have any sounds, such as Barbecue Pyromancer. This is no longer the case, they now actually do have sounds. There you go. Another one is the Sad Seal sticker. I have no fucking idea what that sound is, but fair enough. You also have some other emote stuff being fixed. So, for example, Crab Rave. I have no idea what this is in reference to, by the way. It doesn't sound like Crab Rave. And then finally, Fish Spin. I actually kind of know that. That's like, isn't it some Finnish folk song, like Ivan Polka or something like that? Yes, I do believe that this is the song Ivan Polka. I have no idea if I'm saying that right, I apologise. And apparently it's a Finnish folk song, with lyrics printed in 1928, a traditional Finnish polka tune. Oh, the song is often mistaken for a traditional folk song. Right, I'm sorry guys. Oh, and apparently the song was brought into worldwide popular culture through a cover by Hatsune Miku, with Otama arranged the music, providing Miku's voice manipulation. Actually, thinking about it, with the leak spinning, the Lost Miguel, whatever it's called, right? it kind of is like the fish spin emote in Tower Defense Simulator, so you know what, I kind of do get it. However, there's one glitch that I would like to point out. If you were to move to the page with the sunbathing emote, you might be able to just about hear the audio track when you convert over to that page. Just about. And finally, the developers have removed the 4th of July mission quests. They are no longer here, and I do believe if you didn't finish them in time, then they would have cancelled on you. Probably properly, because I haven't seen any reports of this being glitched, but fair enough. This means that you cannot get the base 1776 military base skin and the Firework Technician anymore, though it's likely that for the Firework Technician it's probably going to return for the New Year's updates this year. As for base 1776, that's probably going to remain an exclusive skin that you can't get anymore, much like the Patriotic Commander skin.